Yeah. Okay. I just get rid of this like access Steam feature of the overlay of pressing Shift tab. Like that's legit like coming up every time I open the game. Okay. Anyway, welcome back to another episode of Katawa Shoujo. Last episode we kind of got to know a lot more about because our two classmates who were dude. Dude, I kind of forgot about them. I have a terrible memory. It's not very good, but we did also meet a roommate. We went to our dorm. We met a roommate called Kenji, who's maybe not does not have the greatest eyesight and may look a bit weird, but you know, hey, he's a he's a roommate anyway. So we'll begin from like where we last left off. Waking up for our second day of school. I wake up in a strange room. Solid morning light shimmers against the light gray ceiling. I had forgotten to draw the curtains closed. I had forgotten to draw the curtains closed last night. I think I would just say I had forgotten to close the curtains last night. Hmm? Oh, wait. I thought it was the exclamation. This is my room, isn't it? My room. This is the third room this year I'm supposed to call mine. Various things around here remind me that, indeed, it is me who is supposed to be the one living here. My bags on the floor, my new school books on the desk, my numerous medications on the night table. I stare at the bottles for a moment, deliberating until I open the bottle, shake out a pill, and pop out a tablet from a foil sheet. Down them with a chase of water while thinking about the chemistry. My uniforms are in the closet. I slink out from underneath the sheets and stretch my back before dressing up. Putting on a new school uniform feels like dressing in someone else's clothes. The artificial smell of generic detergent invades my nose, but the feeling of fresh cloth against my back is a good one, a natural one. It feels like a school uniform, as it should, because it is. It's not much different from what I used to wear before. That goes for other things too. So far, this place feels more or less like a normal school, except for the people. Whoa, 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 whoa. I think back to my talk with Kenji yesterday. Misha's constant laughter, I think that's what she was called, and Shizune's creeping sign language gestures. I have to keep track of the characters, dude. Well, I've only met 3 students so far. Maybe they aren't that normal, but I'm sure others are. I'm sure others are. Or perhaps people like them are what passes for normal around here. Yeah, what does pass for normal around here? What do people do? I think you're way too far, dude. I didn't see a lot of kids hanging around class after yesterday, so maybe there are clubs. If so, I wondered if I should join one. Yo, club choosing activity? All through class, the question remains on my mind. So I decided to ask Shizune about it when we split into groups. After all, she did say if I had anything I wanted to know, I should ask her. Uh, ah, oh yeah, oh yeah, I forgot you can kind of do that as well. Ah, she crosses her arms and shifts her gaze slowly to Misha, who looks more preoccupied with trying to grind the eraser of her pencil down to the top and perfect and evenly flat. I forgot. I mean, like this is average like 12th grader senior activity, dude. Like I swear, like if you're in like an American high school, and if you go like seniors, they do not care about high school. They legit like don't like care. Aw, she's like she's getting a bit Sorry, Shinchan. Sorry, Shinchan. I knew I'd almost call her Shinchan, bro. Dude, I hate this so much. Is there something I could? Is there something you wanted from me? Oh, oh, I see. That's a good question, Hichan. My first thought, she means she doesn't know, which is worrying. Maybe I'm being too negative. Well, anyway, Misha, please don't prove me right. Oh, that's right. Everyone is encouraged to join the club. A lot of people do so because there isn't really anything else to do. Yo, there's also school events like the festival coming up in a few days. Almost every student in the school tends to help out with that, with doing whatever. So you actually transfer in the, you actually, so so you actually transferred in at a busy time. Maybe you can help out too. Sure. What's the festival about? Misha freezes. Damn, you don't know either. Uh, I don't know. Hichan, the truth is, it's a local event. I'm not from around this area, so. She starts signing desperately to Shizune, asking her to bail her out. Shizune adjusts her glasses at the end of an oddly grandiose flourish and starts signing hard and heavy. What is hard and how do you sign hard and heavy? Okay, whatever. Huh. Okay. Who cares? Not what I was expecting, but whatever. Misha puffs her chest out as she shouts. I actually have like an issue with like sh. Okay, whatever. Misha puffs her chest out as she shouts. Shizune words at. Shizune words out. Shizune is. Okay, I messed up. Okay, let me try again. Misha puffs out her chest as she shouts. Shizune. I'm one more time. One more time. Misha puffs out her chest as she shouts. Shizune. Misha puffs out her chest as she shouts Shizune's words out at me with a disproportionate, disproportionate amount of pride. Finally, I can read a sentence. Oh my god. Too loud. I can see heads turning to look in our direction. Not so loud. Human beings can evolve. Human beings can evolve with each new generation. The ideals and belief behind a festival will inevitably change with time. Dude, I don't. Now it's about delicious fried food and amusing little game that you play to win prizes. The teacher clears his throat very loudly, batting his long wooden pointer against his underpalm like a baton. He shoots a pointing gaze at us. Finally noticing where we are, Misha stifles a yelp and quickly quiets down. Shizune doesn't seem embarrassed at all, though, brushing it off without a care. Are we? We are in the middle of class and should start working. That's right, Chichan. What? What's? That's right, Hichan. Are you asking because you're interested in joining a club? It could have been my eyes playing tricks on me, but I think I saw a suspicious glance exchanged between them. Misha's tone also changed, although it does look like every other word anyway. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Misha and Shizune look again at each other. Oh, mess up, whatever. I'm about to ask what they have in mind when something dark fluttered in my peripheral vision, catching my attention. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the girl with long dark hair get up. I see the girl with long dark hair get up from her desk and slip silently towards the door. It doesn't seem it doesn't seem like she was working as a shoot. It doesn't seem like she was working in any group, and no one seems to notice her but me. I glanced at the teacher, who was also looking at the dark-haired girl go. Why doesn't he say anything? Hichan? Is Hichan? Is shoot, I'm okay. Hichan, is something wrong? Do I look as uneasy as I feel? Or was Misha looking at me? Or was Misha looking at me, after the girl who left? No, nothing. Okay, well, like we were asking, you don't have any plans for lunch today, do you? I thought I would go to the library and pick up some books. Not really. Do you want to have lunch together then? Sure. Yay! Okay, Hitchan. Perfect. Uh, okay, I'm gonna just pause right now because I want to kind of drink some water. So I'll see you back. I'll see you in a little bit. And we're back. Sorry about that. So we'll continue on from there. The rest of the class passes uneventfully. The girl with the long hair never came back. Before I had the time to put any more thought into where she could have gone, the teacher informed us that it's time to stop working. Shizune looks a little more than Shizune looks more than a little annoyed that we only barely managed to finish all the work on time. I'm just glad we finished it at all. It's not a concert. It's not a contest or anything like that. Yes, yes, it is Hichan. Impossible. Really? 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 I've noticed this before, but it's kind of funny how Misha always moves her hands and signaling not only everything she says, what anyone else is saying at any given time. Obviously, it must be so Shizune can understand it. Her eyes dart back and forth between Misha's hands and mine, and me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be looking at. I'm talking to Misha, but that might be wrong. Maybe I should face Shizune. I'm used to looking in the direction of the person whose voice is appearing, but really? Shizune can't hear me. But it would be disrespectful to talk to her only through Misha. Then again, isn't that what she's doing? No, she's at least looking at me. This is all very confusing, and will take some time to get used to. It's not a contest, because contests are competitions over a prize. If there's no prize on the line, it's not really a contest. Shizune's eyes flash dangerously with a competitive glare. She stares at me, as if surprised that I'm challenging her. I think maybe it's a contest to her. I've never noticed how dark and blue her eyes are. It's truly an alluring gaze. I never had to... Okay, actually, never mind. I should not do that. Yeah. Are you sure? Are you sure, Hichan? I'm very sure. You're wrong, Hichan, because I don't want to be the slowest one in my class. Therefore, what's on the line is my confidence in my abilities, and the pride and the satisfaction of proving them. Shizune punches her glasses up the bridge of her nose in a very matter-of-fact way. I'd argue more, but the bell rings, and she quickly gets up, picks her bag, looking at me expectantly. I'd almost forgotten that I was supposed to have lunch with them. Bro, this photo. Where do you want to eat? The cafeteria? That's so plain. That's so plain. Okay, let's go. Plain? Well, I guess. At my old school, I like to eat outside, near the back of the building. It was a good spot, but I didn't find it until near the end of my freshman year. I wonder if there's a similar place to eat there. Misha seems to imply as much. Shizune and Misha pull me towards the cafeteria, which is surprisingly not packed. Maybe some students favor eating in the classroom or outdoors. I saw some of my classmates had boxed lunches. After we finish eating, Misha picks up whatever we left off earlier. So Hichan, you wanted to know about clubs and stuff, right? Right, Hichan. Okay, I guess it makes sense to ask first. Exchanging little nods of confirmation, they turn to face me again, and Misha straightens her posture as if she's about to deliver a speech. Hichan, do you have anything you're really interested in? I used to play soccer, but I'm not really into it. I don't follow the teams and players or anything like that. As of late, I usually just read a lot. The opposite from me, dude. There's a book club, right? Chit-chan? Yeah, Chit-chan, bro. I know I'm messing up. I told you. I hate it. Chit-chan? Right. But it seems they have all the members that could possibly have right now. Sorry, Hit-chan. It's a very popular club. Okay. But more to the point, Hit-chan, does it mean you don't have anything already in mind? Not really. Good. Great. That's great, Hit-chan. Really great. Why is it so great? No reason. Well, Hit-chan, other than clubs and the upcoming festival, there is one thing. Student council! I see. I didn't know the school had a student council. What do you mean? Yeah, no, actually, yeah. Yeah, I see. That was a very melodramatic setup. No, just to tell me that. I'm pretty sure the two of them know this because Shizune looks a little embarrassed about it, and Misha is laughing. Shizune quickly retakes control of the discussion, in a matter of speaking. After all, it's still Misha who had the voice, whatever she says. Right. Hit-chan, maybe you should join the student council. They could use more people. Yes, definitely. You should definitely join. Why? Well, for one, we can hang out. Oh yes, wrong voice. For one, we can hang out every day. Hit-chan, Hit-chan and I are both in the student council. Actually, Hit-chan is the president. I'm starting to get the suspicion that Shizune and Misha might not exactly be the most unbiased people to talk about this with. As if reading my mind, Shizune quickly adjusts her glasses and signs something to Misha. Of course, we're not trying to get you to join just because you would obviously benefit from joining the student council and therefore have an incentive to try to get you. So you're admitting that? So you're admitting that? No, we admit nothing. I mean, Hit-chan, of course, it would be nice if you join, and we'd appreciate it. But even without all of that, joining the student council shows a healthy interest in the working of one school. Yep, it's true, Hit-chan. Besides, don't you want to spend time with us after school, Hit-chan? I can't tell if she's being genuine or this is really good acting. Both of them seem to be trying hard to look their cutest, although they're already pretty cute to begin with. Well, so it's settled. No, okay, so it's settled then. Welcome to the student council, Hit-chan. Oh wait, what? Yeah, wait, what? No. See, Hit-chan, of course you want to go so easily. Yep, that's right though. It would be boring if it went that smoothly. Oh well, Hit-chan's owing me candy now. We're betting on it? Hey, my life's not a game here. Shizune seems very intrigued by this when Misha assigns it to her. The aggressive glint returns to her eyes. Wahaha, that's interesting, Hit-chan. Let's play a game. That's not what I said. How about rich man, poor man, Hit-chan? What is this? If you lose, you have to join the student council. No, absolutely not. Why not? Well, because you two have both the same. Well, because you two both have the same incentive, and therefore the same goal, which is to get me to join the student council, right? Yep. Yeah, that isn't my goal, but what this means is that you both can team up and I'll be at the clear disadvantage, so I'll have to decline. Hit-chan, I'm very offended. Are you saying you don't trust us, and that you'd pull something so disingenuous? That makes me sad. Sorry. It's hard to tell where Shizune's influence ends and Misha's thoughts begin. In order to atone for hurting a young girl's feelings, you should definitely join the student council. No! No! How about a game of paper football instead of rich man, poor man? I have no idea what rich man, poor man is. I'm gonna search it up like after this recording. But paper football? Yeah, it's the game they play in America. Oh, you're not. Oh, yeah, this is not in America. I forgot. Okay. Yeah, it's the game they play in America. You kick a paper triangle, and then you try to shoot past goalposts that the other players make with their fingers. Isn't it cool? It's the ultimate form of competition between two people, Hit-chan. And it's also played by elementary and middle school children, Shin-chan. That means it's a game that really separates boys from the men. What? More like boys from the slightly older boys. Anyways, I'm not gonna play that either. Just the fact that you know about it means you're probably surprisingly good at it. Yeah, that's true. How did you know, Hit-chan? Shizune frowns at Misha, telling me that she probably wasn't supposed to admit that so readily. I wouldn't say that I'm happy with the attempts to get me to the student council, but I'm a little curious what the student council does here. I've never been on one before, or even know anyone who was a member of it, so it interests me. I also kinda like Shizune and Misha, so it wouldn't be so bad. Okay, Hit-chan, how about Risk, the game of world domination? How old is Risk actually? Because when they say Risk, the only thing that comes to mind is like the game on Steam, which is Risk, which I enjoy playing. So I'm surprised they brought that up. I don't know what that is. Okay, dude, you're uncultured. It's really fun, Hit-chan. You fight for control of the world with armies and everything. Yeah, no, it's kind of fun if you kind of like strategy games. You should play it, but she sounds like Shizune would be good at it. If we're gonna play, we can play after we can after school. It's like a board game. Okay, it's a Risk board game, I guess. Ah, really, Hit-chan? We can play just for fun. Hit-chan, Hit-chan has never played. Okay, let me do that again. I'm sorry for that. Ah, really, Hit-chan? We can just play for fun. Hit-chan hasn't played in a long time, so if you want to, there's no strings attached. Well, okay. Okay. Perfect. We'll see you after school in the student council room then, Hit-chan. Wait, why there? Because that's where we keep the game. I grimaced to tell them how much I did not like this, but it's more for show than anything. So, in the end, I agree, but only after getting Shizune to acknowledge that I don't mean anything concrete by just accepting to take a look around and play a game with her. Lunch ends, and we go back to class. Bro. During afternoon classes, the long-haired girl comes back and sits down in her seat without a word. Again, no one seems to notice, or if they do, no one says anything. I want to ask Misha about it, but I don't want to be nosy. After school, Shizune and Misha find me behind the first floor lobby and latch onto me, covering each flank in case I might try to escape. I feel a little offended, but I'd be considering it. Nevertheless, I'm a bit disturbed that enough people have made a break for the past that they're gonna be on their guard. Yo. What's with the escort? It doesn't make me feel very comfortable. In fact, it makes me feel like a dangerous prisoner being transported to a cell. What's wrong, Hit-chan? That's right! We were just gonna play a game of Risk, remember? I don't know, Misha. This seems a little sinister to me. I started thinking that when we sit down to play the game, they'll tie me down and torture me until I join the student council. Yo, our school's crazy. Well, that's highly unlikely, but still, for some reason, it just feels like it would be so plausible. What's going on here? Getting from the student council room is simple as turning 2 corners from where we just started. What? That's it? This makes you guys being so top of me seem a little silly. That's not true, Hit-chan. Hit-chan says when life is threatened, people have shown the capacity to pull off superhuman bursts of speed. Life is threatened? Nah, this is already gonna go crazy. Her expression unchanging. Misha signs something amusedly to Shizune, who makes a baffling face and puts her hand behind her back. Please with yourself. I have no idea how to speak that. Misha feigns deafness and hums cheerily. Stop that, I know you heard me. We have no excuse. Unlike Shizune. Shizune opens the door to the student council room. It's a very plain, sparsely decorated room. Although it's quite large, Maybe even a little larger in the classroom. I've never really been in student council, so I don't really know how it goes, but yeah. There's a big table in the center surrounded by chairs, and a smaller desk prominently placed in the back of that. I assume it's Shizune's. There are a few regular desks and chairs stacked to one side, as well. Extras, perhaps? Aside from the tables and chairs, the room doesn't have much to offer. There's a couple of filing cabinets and bookshelves, stacked with old school records and documents. Not much else. In fact, nothing else. This is a pretty bleak room. They could uh they could at least put a potted plant in here or something, but the most noticeable thing in this room is that it doesn't have other people. Maybe they all went home, dude. Are we early? No. I mean, no. What do you mean no? Does it mean no one else is coming today? Oh, nah. Yeah, that's right. Before I managed to ask why is the case, Shizune claps her hands together very energetically. Hichan, let's play a risk. Come on, you promised, didn't you? You have to. Ha 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 ha. Okay, okay, okay. Do you want to know the rules? We can explain to you while we're setting everything up. While Misha is talking, Shizune takes out what looks to be a board game from behind one of the filing cabinets and throws it onto a table. Actually, this looks kind of interesting. I told you risk is good. After Misha spends a little long for her liking rummaging through the basics with a somewhat vague, confusing tutorial, she instantly cuts and declares that the game has started with a decisive motion, slicing her arm through the air. Shizune's aggressiveness is rubbing off me. I start feeling more competitive than I intended to be when I agreed to this. Why can't we not play Risked? Yeah, halfway through the game, I try to ponder how to defend against Shizune's assault from two fronts as she raises my concentration by drumming her fingers on the table to get my attention. Yeah, she cornered you by she already take two continents or something. Hitchan wants to know that you're taking too long to take a move. Hitchan also said that she'll keep Australia if you agree to go. Hitchan also said she'll let you agree to keep Australia if you agree to join the student council. Oh shoot, bro. How much do you have? I thought this was a game with no strings attached. Just the fact that she would dangle that over my head as an offer me, she knows I care about the outcome of this game. And anyways, no. Sichan admires your fighting spirit and would be a benevolent dictator to... Okay, let me try it again. Chit-Chat admires your fighting spirit and would be a benevolent dictator who will spare your people if you agree to join the student council. What, so like... Okay, dude. What do you even control anyway? Ha 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 ha. You're so competitive, Shizune. She seems to take this as a compliment. I would expect the student council president to be a bit more, Okay, let me try it again. Be a bit more magnanimous. I don't know. I'm just gonna go with that. I should be better at speaking. Magnanimous. Yeah, she also getting it wrong, but magnanimous. Yeah, she doesn't even know what the word means or how it's signed. She pulls out a piece of paper and writes it for Shizune, who in return signs it back to Misha. Misha presses her index finger against her temples and trying to physically imprint the word into her memory. Suddenly, Shizune bursts into a flurry of gestures. Misha looks daunted by the pace of her heated signing. Oh wait, please slow down. Hitchan saying you're going to lose. It's your first time playing anyway. Tell her I will crush your world empire with my rebellion. Are there a rebellion risk? I don't remember. Okay. Those eyes of her shine with childlike mischief. Wait, what is that again? Bro, come on, dude. I should be looking more at the portraits instead of looking at the text. Okay, I'm gonna should I save here? He says she has no chance if you keep playing like this. No, you won't. You know what? We're going are we gonna just play like this? Okay. You know what? I would say I haven't played Risk in a while, but you know what? Aggressive attack, let's go. She's either mocking me or trying to trick me. I have nothing else to lose though, so I might as well try something different. Maybe if I spread out my forces and try to control more territories, I can recoup the advantage. Shizune seems to focus on conquering whole nations, so maybe I can sacrifice my whole continent to gain more small countries. It's worth a shot. A few turns later, I end up losing the game anyway. Ah, dang it. Can I go back? Please tell me we can go back. Whatever. Whatever. I lost. Should have done better. She's either mocking me or trying to trick me. I have nothing else to lose. Oh, yeah, oops. Yeah, my bad. She's gonna adjust her glasses victoriously and allows herself to tentatively pump a fist into air in celebration. I win, yay! I don't need to translate that. It's pretty clear. Okay, sore loser. Don't look so sad, Hitchan. You're really giving your best, and that's what I thought. Sometimes your best isn't good enough, though. If anyone knows that, it's me. You did really well for someone who learned how to play today. Hitchan, you attacked Iceland and North America at the same time. That's a very daring move. Hitchan is impressed. Wait, what continents did we have? Did we have like Europe, Asia? Did we have Asia or like Europe or something so we can attack? Whatever. The mark of great people is that they're daring and that they can follow through. You're already halfway there. Isn't that great, Hitchan? That isn't enough though. Your potential isn't enough. There's no point to potential if you don't make the first step. If you don't take the first step, and there's no point if you don't keep going. I want to see more. You're right, Hitchan, but that's so demanding. Shizune leans forward, starting looking a lot less playful, and more like the serious person I expected her to be from the start. Hitchan, would you like to join the student council? She really doesn't waste any time, does she? But it's only my second day of school, so I'm hesitant about committing to something so early. I haven't even taken a look at other clubs yet. But spending time with Shizune and Misha doesn't seem like something I would hate. I still need more time to think about it before I decide for sure. Maybe. I'll get back to you on it. Okay, Hitchan, but I hope you're not just saying it so we don't feel bad. No, really. Really? Hitchan, if you're just gonna say that, you're just saying it's definitely the truth, and there can't be any mistaking it. I know. I guess I should have my revenge for losing, at the very least. Shizune smiled at that in a mischievous way, as that feels like twisting a knife in the wound of my loss. Bro, this face. I take a glance at the clock on the wall and realize I spent far longer playing Risk than I expected. Sorry, I think I have to go. I wanted to go to the library. It's not closed yet, is it? Shizune scratches her head and gestures at Misha. How hard can that be to determine whether the library is open? There's a clock right on there on the wall. It should be, unless the librarian is absent. Yeah, sorry. It should be, unless the librarian... Yeah, let me try again. It should be, unless the librarian is absent. I think you're right, Shin-chan. We think the library is open. It's on the second floor. You can't miss it. You want us to show you where it is? No, thanks. It's okay. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Okay. It's kind of been a bit too long for now, so I'm gonna kind of end our recording here for today. Well, we kind of now we're gonna be going to the library in the next episode, so stay tuned for that. I don't know when I'm gonna be recording it. It might be a bit later, so yeah. Also, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna save because I do not want to forget I do not want to make that mistake again and have to we kind of go back through that entire thing again. So you know. So anyways, see you next time. Bye bye.